Hello students, myself Professor Priyanka Pujari, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE, AITM, Belagavi. I'll be teaching you all the subject Web Technology and its application. Web Technology and its application is one of the subject for 7th semester with the subject code 17CA71. I'll be starting with Module 1. Module 1 consists of two important web programming languages, that is HTML and CSS. So module 1 will be consisting of introduction to HTML and introduction to CSS. This both web programming languages is a basic for web technology. So what is HTML? As we can see, HTML is an abbreviation here and it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So what does HTML helps in? HTML is the standard markup language for creating web pages. This is an example of a web page. Everybody makes use of internet, and we know that internet is made up of n number of web pages, whether it is Twitter, Gmail, Google, Facebook, all those are web pages. So HTML will be helping us to create web pages like this. Now I have taken a web page of home page of a Twitter, and you can see this web page is made up of n number of elements. This page is divided into 3 columns, 1, 2, 3, and you can see that here there are contents and here there are different icons, and the contents are of different color. Here it is blue, here it is black. Here you have the main heading, this is the subheading, this is a paragraph, and here you have images, and here also the content is of different formats. So web pages consist of n number of different elements, and HTML will be helping us to create all these elements of a web page. Next is a web page of a Facebook. Now when you're initially logging into a Facebook, this page you'll get to see, and this page also can be created using HTML. Here you can see there are icons for refresh, back, forward and all, and here you have an URL, and here we enter the email and the password. Here you have the image, and this is a form where you have to enter the first name, last name, and this is a different format for entering the birthday, female, male and so on. So this web page also is made up of different elements. This is the most common web page that we go through, that is of Google. Here you can see the icon, and here is the URL tab, and when you click on this 3 dots at the top, you will get this list here. So this also is an example of a web page which will be created using HTML. So what is HTML? It stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and what it is going to help us in? It is going to help us in creating web pages. So what is HTML? HTML describes the structure of a web page. So structure of a web page means it will be letting us know how to create a heading, how to create a subheading, how to insert paragraph, how to insert images, links. So to create a web pages, what all is required, that will be done using HTML. So if HTML is doing it also, how it is doing? With help of what? So HTML consists of a series of elements, and these elements will be helping us to create web pages. And HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. It will be giving instructions for those elements, like how to display the content, whether that content has to be an image or whether it has to be a text. If it is a text, whether it has to be italic, whether it has to be bold, or whether it has to be normal, that all will be suggested by the HTML elements. Okay, here HTML elements label pieces of content such as this is a heading, this is a paragraph, this is a link, etc. So HTML will be helping us to create web pages with the help of series of elements. So these examples we have gone through. Okay, next is introduction to HTML, and the first topic, what is HTML and where did it come from? As we have seen previously, HTML stands for what? It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Initially, the first public specification of HTML, it was usually started by Tim Berners-Lee in 1991. So Tim Berners-Lee was the one who started coding HTML. Later on, HTML was then codified, or codification was done by World Wide Web Consortium. World Wide Web Consortium, in short, it is known as W3C. That means from Tim Berners-Lee, HTML was later on continued by World Wide Web Consortium, that is W3C. W3C is nothing but a community, and that community took over HTML and they started coding HTML in which year? 1997. HTML is known as a markup language. Now, what is this markup language? A markup language is simply a way of annotating a document in such a way to make the annotation distinct from the text being annotated. That means a markup language will be telling us the format of a content, whether that content is a normal text or whether it is an image or whether it is a link. So when any language will be marking up such content, that language is known as a markup language. Okay, this markup language term came from where? Okay, so the term comes from the days of print when editors would write instructions on manuscript pages that might be revision instructions to the author or copy editor. So whenever any editors or whenever any authors used to write some manuscript pages, like if they are writing some book or if they are writing some newspaper, those manuscript pages would go for editors, and those editors used to check the pages written by the authors. For example, we have an image here. Here you can see the image. This manuscript which is there, this pages is written by an author, and for final submission it goes to an editor. So what that editor does is he makes such notes, this yellow notes what are there, and in that he has written in red text saying that this particular line has to be a main heading, this particular line has to be a second heading, this has to be a second heading, and these 4 lines should be bulleted. And hope you'll remember in school, whenever we have written any text wrong, our teachers used to mark with the red pen and all. So these are known as marking up. So these usually papers used to written by authors, and they used to go for editors for checking, and editors used to mark like this. Okay, same way HTML also will be telling us that this is a heading, this is here you have to put bullets, here you have to put second headings. HTML will be helping us with the help of text, and those texts are nothing but elements, HTML elements. We are not going to make use of these yellow nodes or this red text in our HTML. So what is this markup? At its simplest, markup is a way to indicate information about the content. If you have written a content, so markup will be telling us what all that content is consisting of, whether you are having a title or whether it is a heading, whether they have to be put numbers or whether you have to put bullets. That information about the content is made by what is known as a markup. This information about content in HTML is implemented via tags. Tags are nothing but elements. So these elements will be giving us information about the content. Okay, whether that content has to be text, whether it has to be italic, normal, bold, whether it has to be Times New Roman, whether it has to be Calibri, all the font size, font style, font text, whatever is there, that all suggestion, all that marking up will be suggested by whom? HTML elements. And HTML elements in turn are known as tags. So when I am saying HTML elements, it is nothing but HTML tags. Okay, the markup in the previous slide consists of the red text and the various circles and arrows on the one page and the little yellow sticky notes on the other. They are suggesting the page which is being used here. So this markup is very different, where they have made use of arrows, yellow sticky notes, red text and all. HTML will not be making use of these extra things. HTML will be making use of elements, okay, and those elements are nothing but they are textual tags. What they're saying is HTML does the same thing, but uses textual tags. They are saying that means we are not going to make use of images, yellow sticky notes, red lines and all. We'll be making use of textual tags, and these tags will be telling us that it has to be a heading, it has to be a subheading, and tags are nothing but they are elements. So apart from HTML, there are other markup languages also. So what are they? Markup languages such as HTML, text, XML and XHTML allow users to control how text and visual elements will be laid out and displayed. So these markup languages will be telling us how we want those text to be displayed in our web pages. So we'll be not focusing on the other markup languages. Our main focus will be on HTML. So what they allow the user? They allow the user to control how the text can be displayed. Okay, formatting the content for display remains the key reason why HTML was widely developed. Okay, so what is the main reason for HTML to be developed is to format the content. Formatting means I have told different ways of writing the text and inserting the images, inserting the link. All those formatting of the content is the main motto of HTML. So later on we'll be seeing how this HTML will be able to format the content, and using that content how we'll be able to create the web pages. The next topic background we'll be going through that in the next class. Thank you.